LeBron James, a shot in history.
While LeBron broke an unbreakable record in 2023, there may actually be someone who will pass him. Kareem's 38,390 career points stood for nearly 4 decades, a record that took him 1,560 games to accomplish across a 21-year career. But it took LeBron 140 fewer games to break it in his 20th season in the league, and he's just going to keep on adding to it the longer he stays, which, according to him, could be a while. I mean, the man's still waiting for his son to get to the league, but now the question is anyone going to break it? And is any current NBA star on pace to break it? To answer that, we have to look at 2 factors that helped LeBron get there in the first place: consistency and longevity. Throughout his 20-year career, LeBron had averaged an insane 27.2 points per game, and excluding his rookie season, the fewest he's ever averaged in a season is 25. And before this year, LeBron has played in 90% of his team's games in his career. This includes multiple deep playoff runs and 10 trips to the NBA Finals. The dude is just not human, and this is the standard for anyone who wants to reach that record. But it could have been in a better era, as we've officially entered the most hyper-offensive era the league has ever seen. We've seen 2 elite offensive players each break 70 this season alone, and someone drops 50 almost every week now. Teams are averaging at the most points in the early 60s, when defenses look like this, and players are shooting at an efficient 47% clip this year too. So if anyone has a shot at breaking that record, it would have to be someone from his high-octane era, right? Well, here's a list of candidates who might have a shot at it. First, the honorable mentions. There are players that deserve a shout out, but due to where they are in their careers, are way off. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, James Harden, Damian Lillard, DeMar DeRozan, and Russell Westbrook, who are all in their early to mid 30s, and some of them have already started to fall off. Kevin Durant being the closest, 13th on the all-time scoring list with about 26,000 points. He could probably inch a little closer to the record if he plans on playing at a high level until the age of 40, but he's not touching it. While Dame scored 70 points, he isn't in the top 50 yet on the all-time list. So you can see just how tough it is to have consistency and longevity to do it. Here are the top candidates. First up, Sixers big man Joel Embiid. JoJo's averaging 27 points per game in his career so far and is one of the most unstoppable players in the league, able to dominate you on the inside and shoot it from the arc. The only problem is his health. Embiid missed 2 entire seasons due to an injury before he got to the league and has struggled with injuries ever since. As of the 2022-23 season, he has yet to play 70 games in a season, and he's only 28. Who knows how this points total will be like in 5 to 8 years' time. But with his injury history, he won't have the longevity to reach 38,000. Then we've got the trio of Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and Devin Booker. All 3 are still on the younger side of their primes and have enjoyed a generally good bit of health. 2 of them have broken the 70-point barrier, but all of whom, unfortunately, have to be ruled out. Realistically, any one of them could probably land in the top 30 all-time in scoring, or maybe even the top 20 to 10s, if they keep at this pace. But at their age, LeBron has already scored way more points than them at a higher clip. Keep in mind, LeBron didn't have any years of college and started his quest for the record right out of high school. Someone who might have a shot is the Greek freak himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's been James-esque, and being the league's most dominant player in the past couple years, it has the dominance that helped the 2-time MVP lead the Bucks to their first championship since 50 years ago. The only real question for Giannis is, can he hit his jump shots more efficiently? 29% from 3 is abysmal, but not unfixable. But also there's the fact that Giannis was a late bloomer, only really averaging more than 20 points a game in his 4th season. But the only way Giannis has a realistic shot at getting near that record is if he continues playing until his 40s, which honestly might be a possibility. One of the key reasons why LeBron got to where he is because of how well he takes care of his body and stays in shape. It's not crazy to say Giannis pretty much has the best physique in the league, and his work ethic at staying in shape is unmatched. Giannis even admitted once he dreams of having the career longevity the King has. So what's stopping him from playing at a high level for the next 10 to 12 years? But this guy already has a game that is perfect for any age, and it's someone who hit the ground running for his NBA career, Luka Doncic. In his 5th year in the league, Luka has averaged 27.6 points per game, and it could be argued that Luka has a better offensive repertoire than James at his age. He also started just a year older than when LeBron started. Although Luka might be able to average 30 points a game consistently, the only caveat is how many games he'll actually be playing. Luka has played at least 72 games once his career, in his rookie season. And although he likes to use his weight and strength to his advantage, he doesn't look like the most fit NBA player out there. And with the stories we've heard from him off the court, that could be concerning. Although at the rate the league is going, it wouldn't be surprising if Luka ended up averaging 40 a season. So if Luka has the scoring consistency and the type of game to age well, while Giannis has the physique and possibly the career longevity, for our top spot, we need a player who has both. A combination of two of the best players in the world right now will finally break LeBron's seemingly untouchable record. So who could it be? Well, drum roll please. The player that has the best chance of catching LeBron's record is nobody. Sorry. Despite the NBA entering an era all about scoring the ball, it's highly doubtful that anyone from this era has the ability to do what LeBron has: consistency and longevity while scoring in bunches right out of the gate. In fact, it wouldn't be a stretch to say that someone is probably going to break Wilt's record and drop 100 points in a game before LeBron's points record gets broken. And although someone could realistically get close to 38,840 points, the fact of the matter is, LeBron is still playing, and he still feels he can play another couple of more years, which could mean into his early 40s. The oldest player to ever play an NBA game was a player coach in the 40s, Nat Hickey, who played a game at 46 years old. Now, we're not saying LeBron is going to try and break that record, but with this body of work, why not? Of course, it's likely he retires soon after he plays with his son Bronny, who's projected to be in the NBA maybe in a year or two. Jimmy High Roller did the math and predicted that LeBron could probably end up with around 45,000 points by the time he retires. This means that if Luka wants that scoring record, he would have to average his career average of 27 points a game for 23 more years while playing at least 72 games a season. So it's not impossible for anyone in the league today to break LeBron's record. It's just extremely unlikely. But don't forget, LeBron was just 4 years old when Kareem retired and set his record at 38,387. Maybe the future legend to break his record now is still in diapers, or maybe we'll never see it broken in our lifetime, but who knows? One thing is for sure, that kid from Akron is just different.